share a message that I sincerely hope will resonate with at least one person. I truly hope that person is you. The message that I want to share today is to respect your pace. The reality is that there's so many pressures that are on us on a daily basis about the things that we should accomplish, where we should be in life. And whether or not you're someone who is in school or in a professional world or you're a parent, you're someone who is consistently having different pressure to deal with. I remember at the age of 25 years old, my 25th birthday, I had a mental breakdown and I was crying so hard because I looked around me and where I thought I should have been at 25 was not it. So when I was in high school and in college, I thought that at 25 years old, I would have graduated from college, which I did, and that I will have all these other accomplishments such as being married and having a house. And the crazy thing is that I at that time did not even think of myself as someone who desired to be married and have children. Yet still, I was crying on my 25th birthday because I was not married. It's a contradiction, I know. One of the things that that taught me is that sometimes we have this pressure and these desires that of things that we want, but sometimes those things may not even be things that you generally want. They're just pressure that you have from your own family, your friends, people around you, people who believe in you, people who want the best for you. And then I remember when I turned 27 years old, there were all this extra level of pressure. Being an African woman, I was expected to already at least have a child, be married. And then here I was turning 28 or 2027 at that time. And I just came from a serious relationship. I was not married and there was no sign of marriage. And I remember one of my mentors saying to me, well, it's not too late. You might meet someone very quickly and then you might fall in love and get married. And I thought at that time that there's no possible way that was going to happen. But then the reality is I turned 27 and shortly after I met a guy who I at first thought, things were exciting. But then not long after, there's all this extra pressure from the people who love me and whom I loved. There's all this pressure about being someone who was turned almost 30 years old and still not married. So even though I was dating this person who I knew so clearly I had no business of dating, someone who there were so many clear, the flags, I mean, the signs were so red and big, I call them red banners. There's so much pressure on me about being married at my age, having children at my age, that I ended up going through this relationship. I was married and in less than about a year, I filed for divorce. The reason why this message about respecting your pace is so important to me and why I truly hope you take this message is because I so often get in conversations with friends and other, or even some social media groups that I'm in. I see a lot of young women who talk about how they feel like they're failures because they don't know if they're going to find love. They don't know if they're going to find the right person, how they feel like their life is not together because they don't have a significant partner. And sometimes that just bothers me because I think to myself, man, if we would just learn to respect our pace. Recently, I was having a conversation with someone close to me, and this individual who is so well accomplished was sharing they're feeling like a failure because they're, we'll say 28, right? They feel like they're a failure because they do not have a significant other. And I just kept on telling this individual, like, listen, sometimes we have this idea of what we should be based on our age, but what we don't understand that getting certain things quickly is sometimes not the blessing that we think it is. So you might sometimes see your friends and other people that you know either getting married or getting that promotion or traveling, and you might be thinking to yourself, man, like I wish I was doing this. I wish I was doing that. I should have been here. I should have been that. Especially now that we're entering into a new year, sometimes we tend to put so much extra pressure on ourselves of the New Year resolution, right? And we pack up our New Year resolution with things that could take years to accomplish. We pack so much of that into 1 year because we feel like we're left behind. We feel like we have not accomplished enough. So I really want to share this message of respecting your pace because sometimes you don't take a step back and realize that where you're at, you've worked so hard to get there. And it'll be a disservice for yourself to not appreciate you and give yourself a pat on the back. So as you're going through the rest of your week, as you're going through the rest of this month, as you're entering into a new year, I really want to share the message of respect your pace, appreciate yourself, appreciate what you've accomplished. Absolutely keep challenging yourself. But while you're challenging yourself, just remember to respect where you're at. Be grateful of where you're at. Be grateful of the you from yesterday that got you to where you're at today. So I love to hear from you. Comment below, share this video, DM me. I love to hear, where are you currently in your life that you are making a vow to yourself to respect yourself? I know for me currently, an area that I want to respect my pace is building my personal brand as a speaker and writer. And I really want to share my message out there because I know the things that I've experienced are some things that I wish someone has said to me. And me telling you right now to respect your pace is something that I wish that I had learned a lot earlier. So I hope you take this message. I hope it blesses you. Share with someone who you love and care about, and it might bless them too.